You see a vision of a long line of deep gnomes, trudging along a narrow trail. Bruised and tattered, they're fleeing the brutality of the demon invaders. Countless refugees now face an uncertain future among the dangers of the Underdark. You're shown a vision of a town on the brink of collapse. Abandoned streets, terrified whispers of betrayal, swords drawn in the dark. Madness has come to Mantal Dareth, a contagion following in the wake of the demon lords. Your view shifts to the interior of a busy tower. There are rooms full of arcane artifacts and hallways full of drow wearing robes. Your attention is drawn to a single tome, tucked away at a distant chamber. It's a grimoire of great power. It's the grimoire that brought doom to the Underdark. You observe a drow mage, dressed in expensive finery, flee the city of Menzoberranzan in a hired carriage. He looks behind nervously, his face a portrait of panic. He has let loose things completely beyond his control. Now he must flee before his mistake is discovered. Duergar engineers clamber through a massive forge complex as they remove supplies, smother fires, seal doors. Their movements are rushed, almost panicked. The demons are on their way, and the forge must be evacuated and sealed before the fiends arrive. You see a single, quiet point in the midst of swirling chaos. A library, carved from stone and tended by giants. Once home only to texts, now home to refugees from the turmoil outside. You sense something deep in the Underdark, a living, thinking entity, but this is no ordinary being. It grows in countless caverns. Its spores fill the air, and its roots span league upon league. It is the largest living thing on this world, and it is afraid. A demon lord has come for it. You look down on a swirling mass of violent motion, a sea of tiny specks, insects perhaps. But then you begin to make out the details, the claws, the fangs. Each of those specks is a demon. This is a vast army swarming across the Underdark, leaving devastation behind. A stately figure sits upon a throne of mushrooms, surveying her new subjects as they present her with offerings. She smiles. Yes, she's been banished here, but this place is filled with fungi and opportunity. She awaits a union with her consort, leaving destruction in her wake. You see a vision of a dwarf king and his entourage, resplendent in gleaming armor and traveling through the Underdark. They've come from afar to investigate the demon's incursion. Brunor Battlehammer has arrived. An image of a winding labyrinth stretches before you. In its center stands a huge beast with horns so sharp they could split stone. He waits for something. Is it battle? Revenge? No matter the reason, this beast is better left alone. graz'zt lounges among Underdark mushrooms, sipping a glass of wine. He's unbothered by the madness and chaos that surround him. He lets out a soft chuckle, as though he's enjoying just sitting and scheming in the low light of this sprawling cavern. You see a human scribe, lit by a single candle and toiling over a letter. He's writing for help, asking anyone who can to rush to save his trading post, for demons have come to the Underdark, bringing madness along with them. You are given a vision of tall, noble forms with sweeping wings. These are angels, yet there's something wrong. They're static, unmoving. Then you realize why. The angels have been transformed into stone, trapped forever as statues. Screaming crowds flee down a city street. Behind them, a huge form lashes its tentacles at the laggards, leaving a trail of blood behind. Terrifying yowls issue from the thing's twin throats. Demogorgon, Prince of Demons, has come to the city of Menzoberranzan. The Demon Lord sniffs the air, searching for a hint of his prey. He grimaces as he recognizes the familiar bovine stink. Baphomet is near. Yinogu whoops, and his followers spring forward, barking as they too catch the scent. The hunt has begun. A familiar form looks into a crystal ball, tracking the Demon Lord's rampage through the prime material plane. Lolth smiles. Her plan is working. The abyss is now unprotected and ripe for the picking. You see an underground chamber full of writhing forms, then give a start when you realize what they are. Juvenile purple worms. A huge form crouches down to examine the undulating creatures. He nods and gives a rumbling chuckle. You've come across a farmer checking on his livestock. You're floating above deep chasms, peering down at narrow walkways far below. Something glimmers wetly in the darkness. A huge eye. No, eyes. You shudder when you realize what's hiding in the murk. It's a huge, grinning beholder, on the prowl for new subjects for its tyranny. You see a vision of an underground tower besieged by an army of demons. Inside, a single drow broods and plots. He was cast out long ago, but at last, his time has come. His enemy's blunder will become his own opportunity for vengeance.